Good evening, everybody. Welcome to First Responder broadcast of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball live here on the SHN YouTube channel. I'm Wally Harmon alongside our producer, makes it all happen, Jerry Inn, here at Georgetown High School tonight. But before we get to the game, let's talk about those awesome sponsors. Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. Construction Specialists of Central Texas, they bring you every set of Georgetown volleyball all season long. City View Bible Church in Round Rock, proud sponsors jumping on board to support student athletes in Georgetown, Texas. And the title sponsor, Piedreros, Western Wear 4809, Williams Drive. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Athletics, the volleyball team, and First Responder Broadcasting. Go give them a visit. Western Wear that can be compared to none. They have it all. Work boots up to dress boots. It is dancing boots, accessories, hats, women's, men's. It's all there. 4809 Williams Drive, Piedreros, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Go give them a visit. We're back live here at Georgetown High School for tonight's matchup. It's a big one. The last time these two teams met was back on the 19th of September. Georgetown had the reverse sweep to get the win. They lost 20-25 in the first set, 14-25 in the second set, and then turned it on to take the last three sets and win the matchup over the Hendrickson Hawks, 25-17, 25-20, 25-12. Georgetown leads this head-to-head series 13-3 and have won the last four matches in a row. The last loss was back in October 13th of 2023 when Georgetown fell last to the Hawks. Most importantly, this is a big win, a matchup for Georgetown if they want to try to cement their road to the district title. They sit at 9-0 in district. Weiss at 8-1. Hendrickson at 5-3. Eastview right behind at 4-5, Pflugerville 3-5, Elgin 1-8, and Conley at 0-8. But the big thing is Georgetown plays at Weiss on Friday night to take on the Weiss Wolves. The big key there is the fact that the winner of that one is going to either tie up the district title standings, or Georgetown can win the district outright by beating the Wolves. And so they got to make sure they take care of business tonight here against Hendrickson, and they will be on their way Friday night. Georgetown overall 26-11 on the season. Weiss at 34-7. Hendrickson 15-22 overall, 5-3 in district play, and they get ready to go to work. Latricia Spencer Bailey, the head coach of the Hendrickson Hawks, out of Pflugerville ISD, located in Pflugerville off of 130 and Kelly Lane. Superintendent Dr. Quentin Shepard, the principal Michael Grab. Athletic director for Pflugerville ISD is Jonathan Lamb. Doug Pierce, the athletic coordinator. And the trainers, Scott Chambers and Bridget Milching. Scores on Friday night for this district. Georgetown beat Elgin 3 sets to none on the 9th. Weiss beat Hendrickson 3 sets to 2, and Eastview beat Pflugerville 3 sets to none. Georgetown comes in under head coach Jenny Richardson. Assistant coaches Victoria Ratcliffe, Ashlyn Cook, and Jason Allgood. Superintendent Dr. Davin Padaville. The principal is Brian Johnson. Athletic director Jason Dean. Athletic coordinator is Rhonda Farney for the ladies' sports. Trainers are two of the best in the business, Chad Hennessy and Vanessa Radeau. Georgetown will come in tonight, the home team, in the black spandex, black jerseys, but everything is dig pink. It is dig pink night here in Georgetown. Both teams have the pink warm-up shirts. Lady Eagles are going to wear the pink arm sleeves tonight with the black spandex and the black sleeveless jerseys as the home team. Black sleeveless jerseys, white letters on the numbers on the front and back of the jerseys with Georgetown and capital block print lettering on the back in Georgetown blue outlined in white. They got the pink bows on, the pink arm sleeves for your Georgetown Lady Eagles. The coaches all in the pink shirts with their, even coach, got to give Coach Richardson credit tonight, even the pink dress shoes to go with it tonight for dig pink. The Hendrickson Hawks come in with the navy blue spandex, navy blue sleeveless jerseys. Hendrickson in capital block print lettering across the front of the jerseys in white outlined in gray. Hawks in capital block print lettering on the back in white outlined in gray. Gray numerals on the front and back of the blue jerseys for the Hawks. PA announcer going live. We'll go down to him right now.
Today at Georgetown High School, good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. At this time, if everyone will please rise, remove your hats for our national anthem. Tonight we welcome Jordan Ramirez from our choir to sing the national anthem. Also from the volleyball team. We've all been affected, and many of us have lost someone we love. For the past 17 years, we have proudly raised funds for the Side Out Foundation, contributing over $78,000 towards the fight against cancer. Every dollar raised brings us one step closer to finding a cure and bringing hope to those battling this disease. Tonight, we continue that mission. There is a very special raffle that's going on. I don't know if you've been out and seen the prizes, but you still have an opportunity to take a look. We will draw winners for the raffles after the first set, and then again the first half, and then after the second set, we'll draw the remaining winners. You do not have to be here to win. Please join us in giving generously so together we can fight cancer and help heal the world from this devastating illness. Senior Scout Robinson would like to say a few words about one of our favorite cancer survivors.
Hi. The last few years, our favorite custodian has been fighting breast cancer and ovarian cancer. We pray for her and tried to show her as much love as we can. We are happy to say that she's cancer-free right now. We want to send her all the love that we can and let her know how much she means to us. Thank you. Oh, Miss Nettie.
Thank you, Scott. This time, we'd like to welcome our visiting team, the Hendrickson Hawks. Number 1, Eva Marie Thompson. Number 2, Kaden Hughes. Number 3, Asia Price. Number 4, Caroline Robbins. Number 5, Amari Fleming. Number 6, Ellie Pettis. Number 7, Amaya Bynum. Number 8, Meredith Gerdarian. Number 9, Emma Zoss. Number 10, Zoe Westbrook. Number 11, Kayla Lyons. Number 12, Giselle Manning. Number 13, Kenna Brady. Number 14, Chinwendua Boru. And number 22, Kendall Robertson. The Hawks are coached by head coach Latricia Spencer-Bailey and assistant coaches Maria Bernal, Keithia Burke, and Jessica Thomas. And now your Lady Eagles. Number 1, Senior Prince, Scout Robinson. Number 2, Senior DS, Mary Rose Scholes. Number 3, Senior Pin, Ellie Linebrink. Number 4, senior pin, McKenna Stengel. Number 5, senior pin, Tristan Carson Walker. Number 6, junior setter, Amelia Albright. Number 7, junior right side, Adeline Brown. Number 8, junior pin, Madeline Posey. Number 9, junior pin, Mallory Miller. Number 10, sophomore PS, Jordan Piquetley. Number 11, junior setter, Sailor Rollmeyer. Number 12, junior DS, Kendall McNeil. Number 13, junior middle blocker, Emerlyn Anderson. Number 14, sophomore middle blocker, Ella O'Shaughnessy. Number 15, junior pin, Taylor Vett. Number 16, sophomore setter, Riley Holland. Number 18, freshman pin, Madeline Bradley. And number 20, junior middle blocker, Macy Gates. Your Eagles are coached by head coach Jenny Richardson and assistant coaches Victoria Radcliffe, Ashley McCon, and Jason Allgood. They are managed by Addison Pettis and Colby Hanson.
Back here at Georgetown High School, the two teams ready to go. It is the Hendrickson Hawks and your Georgetown Lady Eagles live here at Georgetown High School as we get ready for set number 1. Every set brought to you by Construction Specialists of Central Texas. John and Lynn Krogh and Jeremy and Rachel McDougall, proud owners and supporters of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball, Georgetown Athletics as a whole, and First Responder Broadcasting, and we appreciate their support. The Lady Eagles in the huddle now as with the Hendrickson Hawks. The libero for the Hawks is number 4, Caroline Robbins, the junior in number 4, the white jersey. Jordan Pitt-Ketley, the libero for Georgetown in the pink jersey for your Eagles. On the floor for the Lady Eagles to start it off will be number 4, McKenna Stengel, number 6, Amelia Albright, number 9, Mallory Miller, number 13, Amory Anderson, number 15, Taylor Vett, and number 20, Macy Gates. Macy Gates, Amory Anderson, your middle blockers. One of those two will be on the back row. It looks like Macy Gates to start out. She'll switch with Jordan Pitt-Ketley, the libero, to start it out. For the Hawks on the floor to start things off, number 14, Chinwundu Agoru. We'll get that right eventually, I promise. Number 7, Amaya Bynum. Number 22, Kendall Roberson. Number 8, Meredith Derdarian. And a couple have their hair covering their jerseys. Number 9, Emma Zoss. And number 1, I believe it is, Ava Marie Thompson. Remember that name. She'll be on the floor the whole time. That is their big swinger. She is the junior for the Hawks and a big hitter. Mallory Miller opens up the serve. Hawks will set it up backside. The swing off the block dug by Miller. And Albright will dump it down. What a play there by Amelia Albright. The defense is tucked over to the near side for the Hawks. And Albright with the kill to start it off. And Georgetown opens it up 1-0. And Mallory Miller will serve again. Mallory, the 5'9" junior outside hitter. Sends it across and scramble here. Free ball set over by the Hawks. Pitt-Ketley, Albright sets it up in the middle. Off the block, number 14, Chinwundu Agoru. Gets the block of the net, side out, back to the Hawks. 1-1 your score here early on in the set. Back to serve goes number 13, Kenna Brayton. Miller, Albright will run it down, sends it near side. Stengel the attack, cross side. And a scramble for the Hawks here. And the libero. Robbins sends over a free ball. Albright sends over the second touch. The Hawks have it. The swing off the block. And the kill to number 7, Amaya Bynum, the sophomore. And the Hawks get the point, 2-1. They lead by 1. Braden back to serve again for the Hendrickson Hawks. From the near side on the back row. Flat-footed serve, sends it across. Pitt-Ketley. Albright will have it on the far side. Free ball sent over by Mallory Miller. The Hawks will set it up. Near side, the attack blocked at the net, and a good one for the Eagles. Sent back over on a free ball. But a lift whistle there. on Chinwindu. And so a side out back to the Eagles. Macy Gates will come onto the front row. The libero, Pete Catley, will rotate off, and Ambry Anderson will drop back to serve. Ambry, the 5'10 junior middle blocker, number 13, in the middle of the back row with a 2-2 score here in the first set. Sends it across. Thompson. Braden, it'll set up a tip there. Stengel has it. Albright will set it up, and Taylor Vett will send over a free ball for the Eagles. Robbins. Attack for Thompson from the back row. Dug by Ambry Anderson. Albright will back set. Vett the tip over. Robbins has it. Set it up. The attack, and it is wide and out. And the up rep is going to overrule the line judge who was moving out of the way of the ball. Going to call it in. So a side out back to the Hawks. They lead it by 1, 3-2. Subbing in will be number 2, Kaylee Hughes, the junior outside hitter. For number 7, Amaya Bynum. Hughes moves to the back, the near side of the back row. The jump serve. Miller. Albright set near side. Stengel into the block. The Eagles get another shot here. Stengel into the block. It's down again. And a free ball sent across the way. Miller. Albright. Back row to Miller. Little roll shot. Robbins with the dig, but unable to get a good touch on it is Braden, and it's a side out back to the Lady Eagles. 3-3 your score here in set number 1.
Number 6, Albright to serve.
Amelia Albright will drop back to serve. Amelia, the 5'11 junior setter, right side hitter from the far side to jump serve. Cross court. Far side free ball sent over by Thompson. Miller, Albright sets it up. Vett into the block and down. But on the Georgetown side of the net, side out back to the Hawks. 4-3, they lead by 1. Back to serve goes the libero, Caroline Robbins. Sends it across, Miller up to Albright. Set near side, McKenna Stengel, and gets the kill off the block out of play. Side out, back to Georgetown. 4-4 your score. McKenna Stengel will sub out. In for Georgetown comes number 12, Kendall McDougal, the 5'7 junior defensive specialist. Where's number 12? She'll move to the middle of the back row and serve here for the Lady Eagles. McDougal serve across the way. The attack cross court. Albright with the dig. Pitt Kepley will have the second touch. Set it up. Back row attack by Albright. And a kill for Amelia Albright. Nice swing on the far side for Amelia Albright. And Georgetown takes the lead back 5-4. McDougal will serve again for the Lady Eagles. McDougal gets the sign from Coach Richardson to serve across deep. Hughes to Braden. Thompson, the attack. The dig by Miller. Tied at the net. And a good block there by Taylor Vett. Now they're going to call a net violation. Coach Richardson. Crazy thing is the ref had already committed to the other side, the down ref, and they called it through the net. Substitution here. Kenna Braden, the sophomore setter, will come out. Onto the floor comes number, looks like number 8, Meredith Derdarian. Miller with the attack, sends it deep middle row. Set to the far side, Thompson, and she'll get the kill off the block from Georgetown. And another net violation, so no kill for Thompson. Net violation on Georgetown. 6-5, Hawks lead. Back to serve goes Kendall Roberson, the senior setter. Roberson serve, McDougal. Albright will set it up. Vett, the attack, and the kill. Nice swing there by Taylor Vett. And a side out back to Georgetown. 6-6 your score. Libero rotation, Ambry Anderson back on. Macy Gates will come off. Jordan Pitketley, libero, back to serve. Jordan, the 5'8 sophomore libero, wears number 10. Serves it across the way. Thompson, back row attack. McDougal up to Albright, set near side. Miller, and it's off the touch. I was going to say, you got a touch at the net. Line judge calls it touch. And a good job by the senior Kendall Roberson to control her teammate. April Marie Thompson turned around and started yelling immediately. Up ref. Roberson stopped her. The up ref calms it down. It's a point to Georgetown. 7-6, the Eagles by 1. Pitt Ketley to serve again. Deep serve, and it is out. Service error number 1 for the Lady Eagles. Evens it back up at 7 apiece. And back to serve goes Evan Marie Thompson, the junior outside middle blocker. Sends it across court. Pitt Ketley. Albright will set it near side. Into the block tip. The Eagles will set it back up. Taylor Vett the swing and the kill. Taylor Vett, another kill. Side out back to Georgetown. They lead 8-7. Nice swing there by Taylor Vett. Taylor will drop back to serve. Taylor, number 15, the 5'9" junior outside middle blocker. Will serve from the far side for the Eagles with the 1-point lead. Here in set number 1. Robertson will set it up. The attack off the block. Pitt Ketley the dig. Albright will set it up to Miller. She'll tip it deep. Thompson has it. Robertson far side. Punch shot dug by Pitt Ketley. Albright back row attack to Vett. She'll swing. Thompson with the dig. Robertson will set it up and a free ball sent over right into the block of Anderson. And the Hawks will reset. Robertson to back row. Thompson dug by McDougal. Nice dig there. Albright will set it near side. Miller cross court. Miller time! What a shot, Mallory Miller. And Georgetown takes the 2-point lead, 9-7. On the big kill by Mallory Miller. Vett to serve again. Georgetown with their largest lead, 9-7. Tight pass at the net, tipped over, punch back over. The Eagles have it. Albright sets it up middle. Amory Anderson. Robbins gets a touch on it to give the kill to Amory Anderson. And Georgetown lead grows to 3 down, 10-7. Vett from the far side, flat-footed serve. Robertson gets a touch, free ball sent over. Pitt Ketley to Albright. Set it up, Miller, the swing, into the block and out. And it's a kill for Mallory Miller. The lead grows to 4, 11-7 for Georgetown. On a run now with Vett behind the service line. 3-point run here with Vett serving. Started at 8-7. Vett from the far side, flat-footed serve, deep corner. Robertson will set it up near side. The attack dug by Pitt Ketley. Miller sends it over, but outside the antenna. So a side out back to the Hawks. And the substitutions come for the Hawks. Number 6, Ellie Perez, the sophomore, will check in. For number 9, Emma Zoss. And then number 14, Chinwindu, the senior middle blocker, outside hitter. Back in on the front row for the libero, Robbins. Serve from Perez. Set to the near side. Miller will tip it over. And a good read there and a scramble. The Hawks get it over. Pitt Ketley sets it up. Albright, the attack and a kill. Off the hands of number 7, Amaya Bynum. But a good job there. Pitt Ketley returned it right back to Albright for the kill. And a side out back to Georgetown. 12-8, Georgetown by 4. Zoss comes in for Perez, then immediately comes off for the libero, Robbins. Back to serve goes Mallory Miller for the Eagles. The 4-point lead matches their largest of the set. Deep corner, tied overpass, tipped over by Albright. Good read. And it's a kill for Albright. The lead up to 5, 13-8. Coach Spencer Bailey for Hendrickson is going to take her first time out. 13-8, Georgetown leads it by 5 here in set number 1. We'll take the timeout with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment.
Yeah, fly like an eagle. Spit fire like a dragon. Make some mistakes, you won't keep me lacking. Already been through it. I ain't the one tapping. Let's see who's next up. Next up. Just me and my passion. Hear all the talking, they seeing no action. We get to step on while they get the bag. And I'm with my brothers, what's happening? None of my enemies fast and biting my style and jacket. Dropping a storm, you best get the pack. Ain't no more fashion. When I pull up in tanks, that's it, still wreaking havoc. Smell of an excellent young telepathy. Really on mind with these lines, spinning on top, I am one of a kind. Prophecy for my design, Yeshua said I'll be with him in time. Not even dope on my level of high, I'm levitating on the rhymes. Spiritual meditation, ain't no kind of faces, we got blue in our eyes. Say we on go, we suited up when we put on a show.
One timeout remaining here in the first set for Coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson. 13-8, Georgetown with their largest lead of 5 now here in set number 1. Went back and forth. 1-point lead was the most you saw for either team. Since Georgetown got the side out, back up 8-7. They've gone on the 5-1 run here to open it up in the first set. Mallory Miller to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Kill there for Chinwindu as she throws it down. Can't call it an attack. I mean, it's an attack technically. But when you don't swing and hit the ball, you grab it and throw it. Still get the kill, and it's a side out back to the Hawks. 9-13. Back to serve goes Kenna Braden. Flat-footed serve. Pitt Ketley. Albright near side. Stengels attack dug by Thompson. Braden far side. The swing off the block. Dug by Miller. Albright will set it up quick in the middle. Amory Anderson the tip over. Dug up by the Hawks. Set to the far side. The swing off the block and the kill for Amaya Bynum. And a point to the Hawks. 10-13. They trail by 3. Flat-footed serve, deep and out. So Braden will return the favor with a service error first of the set for the Lady Hawks. And back over to Georgetown it goes. 14-10. Amory Anderson to drop back to serve. Macy Gates back on. Pitt Ketley, the libero, will rotate out for the Lady Eagles. While Anderson serves. Middle of the back row, jump serve. Deep corner, Thompson. Up to Braden, set far side. The swing by Kendall Roberson. Fair caught by Taylor Vett. And it's an illegal catch in volleyball. And a side out back to the Hawks. 11-14. Amaya Bynum comes out. Back on the serve comes Kaylee Hughes. For the Hawks, near side jump serve across. Miller. Albright sets near side. Stengel tips it down the near line. But it is a tip off of 22, Roberson. And a good job there by Stengel to use the block to her advantage. As it went off of Roberson and wide here on the near side. 15-11, Georgetown leads it by 4. Amelia Albright to serve for the Lady Eagles. Albright serve. Hughes up to Braden, set to the far side. Thompson has to send a free ball over. Kind of nonchalant and does it wide on the far side. So an unforced error. And Georgetown lead back to 5, 16-11. Here in set number 1. Serve from Albright. Near side, Hughes tied at the net. Braden saves it. The swing by Chinwindu and the kill. Coach Richardson arguing with the down rep. The net's moving. Chinwindu is well above the net, but hit the net on the follow-through. No net call. Side out back to the Hawks. 12-16. They trail by 4. Robbins, the libero, to serve for the Hawks. Sends it across. Miller. Albright will set it near side. Stengel, the big swing and the big kill. McKenna Stengel, 5'8" senior outside hitter with the big kill for the Eagles. Side out back to Georgetown. Stengel will sub out. Kendall McDougal back on for the Lady Eagles with a 5-point lead again, 17-12. McDougal from the near side of the free throw lane. Serves it deep to Hughes. Braden will set it up for Roberson. Her attack is on the back line for a nice kill there by Kendall Roberson. Side out back to the Hawks, 13-17. Hawks trail by 4. Roberson back to serve. Kenna Braden will sub out. And number 9, Emma Zoss back on. I believe it is. It's hard to see her number. Albright will set near side. Miller cross court, and a good read there by Miller. Took some off of it and dropped it at the 10-foot line. Emma Zoss is on the floor. Though on the far side, moving over there is number 8, Meredith Derdarian, the senior. Macy Gates will come off. Amory Anderson back on the front row. The libero, Pitt Ketley to serve, up by 5 for Georgetown. 18-13. Hughes, Roberson, Derdarian, miss hit into the net. Point to Georgetown. Their lead grows to 6 now, largest of the set. And that'll draw another timeout from head coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with them. Georgetown leads by 6 here in set 1. Eagle Volleyball will continue.
was too much. Enemy within self, whispers and rumors. Had to take him back for my health. Who's to blame for my problems? It's me and nobody else. Yeah, life comes with stress. Time is out, we're blessed. Too much of my days been focused around what's next. Dark road, I walk alone, put it around my neck, put it around my wrist. I'm puffing up my chest tight and I couldn't breathe in my heart, pumping back Tennessee's in this isolation is killing me. But
back out of the second timeout from Hendrickson. Georgetown, the 6-point lead, 19-13. Pitt Ketley to serve, knuckleball deep, Robbins. Roberson will set it up, Thompson swing off the block, dug by McDougal. Albright back set, Bet the big swing, dug by Roberson. Second touch there, Darian to Zoss, and she hits it long and out. Unforced error, point to Georgetown. The lead grows to 7, 20-13. Georgetown leads it. Pitt Ketley to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Knuckleball, Robbins up to Roberson. Will set it up, Thompson. The swing and the kill. Nice swing there by Eva Marie Thompson. On the back line for the kill. Side out back to the Hawks, 14-20. They trail by 6. Thompson to serve for the Lady Hawks. Amaya Bynum back onto the front row for Kaylee Hughes for the Hendrickson. Served by Thompson. Pitt Ketley. Albright back set. The swing, Vet. And the block at the net there by Bynum and Zoss right there. Good block at the net. Point to the Hawks, 15-20. They trail by 5. Thompson to serve again, near side, cross court, McDougal. Albright, set it near side, Miller, little punch shot, dug by Bynum. Roberson, back row, Thompson, free ball sent over, McDougal. Albright sets it up, the swing, Miller tie! What a shot, Mallory Miller. Side out back to the Eagles, they lead by 6, 21-15. Taylor Vett drops back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Swing there by Miller coming out of the middle. Robbins up to Roberson, will set it up. Back row, free ball set over. Pitt Ketley, Albright, quick set in the middle. Ambry Anderson, kill for Ambry Anderson. What a swing. Quick set in the middle from Albright to Anderson. The lead back to 7. Matches the largest lead of the set for Georgetown. 22-15. Vet to serve again, far side, flat-footed serve. Drops it in there. Bynum gets the set, tips it over deep. How that was not a throw. No attack, but yet it gets all the way to the back line. Not sure how that doesn't get called more often in volleyball. No attempt to attack it, it's grabbing it and throwing it. But a point off of the touch of the Eagles out of play. 16-22, the Hawks trail by 6. Coach Jenny Richardson wants her first timeout of the set. We'll take it with them. 16-22, the Hawks trail by 6 to your Eagles. Back with more Lady Eagle Volleyball in a minute.
Like it's been war going on. Better be prepared. Yeah, I ain't alone on the boat. Yeah, the spirit of work. Turn the microphone up. Yeah, I'm trying to be heard. Demons calling me up. Still been reading the word. A couple questions I need answering. I'm down for the search. So help me fight them. Help me fight them, man. I need to get my head right. Can't be fighting with these demons. It's like every night. They can see the light.
Serve from the Hawks out of the timeout. McDougal, Albright, near side Miller, into the block and down. Nice block there by Chin Windu. And a point to the Hawks on the side out, 17-22. They trail by 5. Ellie Perez continues to serve. For the Hawks, flat-footed serve. Miller up to Albright. Drops the second ball over. Bynum has it. Scramble here. Back row attack from Thompson. Off the block. Miller has the dig. Albright sets it back to Miller. Little roll shot. Chin Windu. Miscommunication. Thompson and a free ball punched over by Bynum. Albright will set it up. Miller, and a kill! Miller time! Set her up. She's hammering it down. It's a 6-point lead, 23-17. Georgetown will have the serve now. McKenna Stengel back in for Kendall McDougal. Back to serve goes Mallory Miller. 9 back in for Perez. That would be Zoss for Perez. Then rotates for the libero Robbins. Serve from Miller. Set to Chinwindu. Tosses it over. And on the far sideline, it's in for the kill. And a side out back to the Hawks. 18-23. The Hawks trail by 5. Darian comes out. Back on comes Kenna Brayton, the sophomore. She'll drop back to serve for the Lady Hawks. Trailing Georgetown 18-23 here in the first set. Brayton moves near side on the back line. Flat-footed serve. Miller. Albright will set it up near side. Stengel cross court, and what a kill! McKenna Stengel took the tight angle across and inside the 10-foot line for the kill, and it's set point for Georgetown. Libero rotation occurs. Macy Gates back on. Amory Anderson will serve for the set as Pitt Ketley comes off for the Eagles. Anderson's jump serve from the middle of the back row. Roberson, Braden back to Roberson. The swing, cross court, does the same thing back that Stengel just did to the Hawks. Hit it on the 10-foot line, right on the near sideline for the side out. 19-24, the Hawks trail by 5. Next side out, Georgetown takes the set. And Coach Jenny Richardson is going to take her second timeout here to ice the serve of number 2, Kaylee Hughes. Quick timeout. Eagles lead at 24-19. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment. Stay with us.
Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it, I'm all in. Chains are falling, freedom calling, bring it, I'm all in, bring it.
Both teams out of timeouts. Hughes serve across the way, and it's long and out. The timeout works, and Eiston Hughes serves it out, the second service error of the set. And your Georgetown Eagles win it 25-19 over the Hawks. Quick timeout, set number 2 returns in just a moment.
If y'all with it, y'all hear me in the first place. Independent, they gon' sign you in the worst way. And I know you only out there with a church stay. TX collected, we gon' get it at the birthplace. Got called, had to answer with the worst say. Spirit from meeting, so I took the mic to praise Jay. See what he do in my life, yeah, from the 3rd day. No sleep, but new highs, the red eye. Eyes red from nights when I stay tied. No high and no lie, and no shy. With them boy, that got for him the most I ever did was take time to drink wine and to break bread to consecrate the main guy. Sit tired and take time to praise Jah. The music maker, the ground shaker, the supply. I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like. Won't play with no sinning. 33 years to forever, we winning like. No cap, I'm fitted. God on my army and he took my sentence like. Tell death good riddance. Fighting good fights, can't quit, I'ma quit it like.
Gotta watch what I use my phone for. Wish of God even behind closed doors. I wanna praise him when I'm rich, poor. I'm all in, no sneaking through the back door. Jesus Christ is my God, he's my mentor. Preach the word, forever we gotta restore. I'll do it on campus this year, I'll be a sophomore. I have a feeling there's gonna be an uproar.
I'ma take y'all in it. Life like Christ, gotta stand on business like.
Looking for a church that's grounded in the Bible and built on real community? City View Bible Church in Round Rock is here to help you grow in your faith through solid teaching, authentic relationships, and ministries that meet you where you are. From recovery and marriage ministry, vibrant kids and student programs, there's a place for every stage of life. Join us this Sunday, 8 o'clock, 9:45, 11:30. You have your choice of services, but come find out what it's all about. City View Bible in Round Rock. Go visit cityviewbible.org cityviewbible.org to find out more.
Called on his name.
Piedreros Western Wear, your title sponsor of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball. They're located at 4809 on Williams Drive. They have it all. Men's and women's Western wear, hats, belts, boots. You've got to see it. It's the most amazing store, and they continue to grow. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Go visit them. Shout out to Lorena and Fabian, owners of Piedreros and proud sponsors of First Responder Broadcasting, Georgetown Volleyball, and Georgetown Athletics here in Georgetown. They are some of the best in the business, and they are awesome sponsors. We appreciate them so much. We get ready for set number 2, and that's what's going to feature Construction Specialists of Central Texas. They are your set sponsor, owned by the Krogs and the McDougals. Proud sponsors of Georgetown Lady Eagle Volleyball, and they bring you every set live here on the SHN Sports Network. Georgetown has their same team out on the floor to start set number 2. Vet, Albright, Miller, Anderson, Gates, and Stengel. Pick Ketley on for Gates on the back row. For the Lady Hawks, you have Roberson, Bynum, Chinwindu. The serve by Derdarian. Miller has it. Set to the far side. Swing by Miller is just out. And so the first point goes to the Hawks to open up set number 2, 1-0. Lady Eagles win set 1, 25-19. Just the start of set number 2. The serve by Derdarian. It is deep. Stengel. Albright will set it up near side for Vet. Her attack. A dig by Roberson. Set to the far side. The swing. Blocked at the net. Big block by Emery Anderson. The swing was by number 3, Asia Price. So the side out back to Georgetown. 1-1 your score. Robbins back on for Derdarian, who was serving in the libero spot. And back to serve goes Mallory Miller for the Lady Eagles. Tied up in set 2, 1-1. Jump serve for Miller, near side. Roberson will set it up. The swing by Chinwindu off the block. Miller up to Albright. Dumps the second ball over. No one there. Right on the near side line. Good play by Albright. And Georgetown gets their first lead, 2-1. Here in set number 2. And now Miller to serve again for the Lady Eagles, leading 2-1 here in set number 2. Near side, tosses it up, jump serve across. Thompson, Roberson, set near side, and there's Albright. They're going to call her over the net. I would say the ball never broke the plane of the net, so it's side out back to the Hawks. 2-2 the score. Number 3, Asia Price will come off. Back to certain goes Kenna Braden for the Hawks. She'll move near side with a 2-2 score here in the second set. Pitt Ketley up to Albright, set far side. The swing, Stengel. Big dig by Robbins. Thompson sends it near side. Free ball by Bynum. There's Vet. Albright dumps it hard. Second touch and the kill for Amelia Albright. Point to Georgetown on the side out. 3-2 Georgetown. So this one going back and forth like it did in set number 1 until we got to the 8-7 mark. Georgetown took that lead at 8-7 and ran with it, growing their largest lead all the way up to 7 before winning it by 6, 25-19. Served by Anderson. The swing, cross court, dug by Vet. Nice set over to Stengel. The attack and a kill for McKenna Stengel off the noggin. Number 13, Kenna Braden. She'll be all right. Wipes her cheek off. A little red mark there on the left cheek. Glad she's all right. The 4-2 lead for Georgetown now. Off the kill for McKenna Stengel. Emery Anderson to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Thompson into the net, and it slingshots out. Braden unable to get a touch on it, and an ace for Emery Anderson. The Eagle lead to 3 now, 5-2. Dig Pink Night here at Georgetown High School. Lots of pink on both sides. Great opportunity to support breast cancer. They're one of the custodians here at Georgetown. Now cancer-free after a 3-year battle. Swing by Roberson off the block. Miller will set it up to Albright. Quick set. Macy Gates, the attack. Dug by Robbins. She'll send a free ball over. Vet to Albright. Dunks it down, and a kill for Amelia Albright. Another good read on that second touch. And the Eagle lead up to 4, 6-2 now here in set number 2. Emery Anderson, middle of the back row, will get the sign from Coach Jenny Richardson. Now the jump serve near side, Roberson. Braden back to Roberson. Little roll shot dug by Vett. Albright will set it up. Stengel, the attack off the block, dug by Robbins. Braden back set. The attack dug by Vett. Tied at the net. Albright will quick set. Gates tips it over. Chinwindu with the touch. Braden near side, Roberson off the block, dug by Miller. Albright back set. Back row attack. Taylor Vett miss hit, dug by Braden. Chinwindu overpass. Miller, or Albright gets a big swing, and she'll get the kill off of Braden back into the stands. And so any little mistake on either team capitalized by the other. And a big smackdown there by Amelia Albright. The lead up to 5, 7-2. Georgetown leads it. Quick timeout by head coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson, and we'll take it with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment.
Spoken, only music remains.
Son of a king, son of God. I'm a son of the king. I'm son of a son of a king. Son of God.
First time out for the Hendrickson Hawks here in set number 2, with Georgetown leading at 7-2 early in the set. And Ambry Anderson set to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Anderson gets the whistle and the signal from Coach Jenny Richardson. The jump serve from the middle of the back row. Bynum. Braden will set it up. Chinwindu into the block and down for the kill. Side out back to the Hawks. 3-7. They trail by 4. Substitution here brings on Kaylee Hughes for Bynum. Hughes will drop back to serve for the Hawks. Serve from Hughes. Miller. Big Ketley will send it far side. Stengel, the attack off the block and out for the kill. Chinwindu gets the block, but sent far on the far side and out. And a back side out back to the Eagles. 8-3. They lead by 5, and back to serve goes Amelia Albright for the Lady Eagles. Albright from the near side, jump serve. Braden will set it up. Chinwindu throws it down for the kill. Side out back to the Hawks, 4-8. Back to serve for the Hawks goes the libero, Caroline Robbins, the junior. From the far side, jump serve across. Miller, Stengel keeps it alive. Albright tips it at the net and into the block and down for the kill. A good scramble there just to get it back over off of a tough serve receive from Mallory Miller. But Georgetown gets the point. On the side out, Stengel will sub out. Kendall McDougall subs back in for the Lady Eagles. Up 9-4, serve near side. Thompson, Braden sends it far side to Roberson, and her attack is long and out. And the Eagle lead grows to 6 now, 10-4. Her largest lead of the second set. McDougall to serve again from the far side of the free throw lane. Cross side to Thompson. Braden will set near side to Thompson. Her swing, it is out as well, but a net violation whistled on Taylor Vett of Georgetown. Side out, back to the Hawks. 5-11, they trail by 6. Correction, 5-10. They trail by 5. And Roberson will go back to serve. Darian back on the front row. As Braden comes off for the Hawks. Kendall Roberson, number 22, from the far side. Serve across, Pitt Ketley. Albright will set it up near side. Vett off the block. Robbins sets it tight at the net. And there it is. Unable to get the ball over for the Hawks. So 4 touches. Side out back to Georgetown. 11-5. Georgetown by 6. Libero rotation will send Macy Gates out. Emery Anderson back on the front row, and the libero, Jordan Pitketley, serves for the Lady Eagles. From the far side, jump serve from Pitketley. Scramble here, and a free ball punched over there by Roberson. McDougal, Albright, quick set. Anderson tips it over, and a good read around the block of the Hawks. And the Eagles lead by 7, 12-5. That's their largest lead of the match now at 7 apiece in the first and second sets. And Pitketley will continue her serve here for the Lady Eagles. Near side, Roberson will scramble, set to the far side. Thompson tips it over. Miller, Albright dumps the second ball over. And Roberson was backpedaling for the attack to get ready. Lost her balance, the ball hits the 10-foot line. And the Georgetown Eagle grows to 8 now, 13-5. Pitketley to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Hughes up to Roberson, far side Thompson, and she'll get the kill off the block and down on Georgetown's side for the side out. 6-13, the Hawks trail by 7. Bynum in, Hughes out, and back to serve goes Eva Marie Thompson, the junior. From the far side to the back row, gets the side. Jump serve from Thompson. Pitketley. Vet will run it down in the stance. Free ball sent back over. The Hawks will set it up here. Roberson, quick set. The left-handed swing by Price is down off the Georgetown block for the kill. 7-13. Hawks trail by 6 now. Thompson will continue her serve here for Hendrickson. This serve is deep and out by about 10 feet. First service error of the second set for the Hawks, third of the match. And a side out back to Georgetown, 14-7. Taylor Vet will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Vet from the near side. Flat-footed serve. Floats it across. Bynum. Back row attack. Thompson sends a free ball over. Scramble there by Vet. Sends it off the net. The Hawks will send it over. And a good read there by Kendall Roberson. As she sends the second touch. Deep corner. Diving a tip there by McDougal, but into the stands it goes. Side out back to the Hawks. 8-14. The Hawks trail by 6. Chinwindu back on. Rotation sends Robbins, the libero, out. And Derdarian will serve for the Hawks. McDougal, Albright, quick set. Anderson tips it over. Roberson tries to shuttle it across. Read by Pitketley. Set it up. Miller off the block. McDougal, Albright sends a deep ball. Thompson reads it. Roberson will set it up. Chinwindu will send it down for the Hawks and the kill. 9-14. They trail by 5, and Coach Jenny Richardson's going to take her first time out of the second set. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in a moment here on the SHN Sports Channel.
Whoa, whoa. Turn me up, I'm about to slide on 'em. Jesus, peace around my neck, thought you was safe. Heard you want the crown and come and try to keep the pace. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. I run a race and kept the faith. And His mercy follow me, no, I don't need a chase. Hanging out the window, skirming, that'll be the day. They ask me where I've been, I said, look, boy, I run a race. Ain't have a deal, ain't had to force it. Can't believe the boy and not a boy got their endorsements. Put me down so long, I went and built me up a fortress. Now when I tell them about the vision, they of course in. Different styles, different colors and assortments. Flow so foreign that they look like they imported. I started at the closet, now to follow.
One time out apiece here in set number 2. The Hawks will continue their serve, down by 5, 9-14. And it's an ace right on the back line for Derdarian. 10-14, they trail by 4. Great location on that serve. Went from the near corner of the back row to the cross corner on the deep side. Landed it right on the line for the ace. Derdarian to serve again, the jump serve. This one drops out of the air. Miller, Albright, back to Miller. Roll shot over the double block. And it hits the floor for the kill. Great job there of Miller reading the double block by Price and Bynum. Side out back to the Lady Eagles, 15-10. McDougal off, Stengel back onto the front row. Mallory Miller serves. Thompson up to Roberson, back set in the middle. Chinwindu off the block. Vet overpass, tied at the net. Scramble, keeps it alive. Miller, or Albright gets the kill. She turned around and hit it into the block of the Hawks. They thought it went deeper, and it dropped right down on the side. Good kill for Albright. And a 6-point lead for the Eagles, 16-10. Miller from the middle of the back row. Bynum sends it across, and it's an ace for the Lady Eagles. 17-10, Georgetown by 7. Here in set number 2. Mallory starts outside the free throw line. Tips off the tape of the net. Good dig by the Hawks. The swing by Price. Dug by Vett. Albright back set. Miller back row attack. Cross court. Did she even do it as soon as she swung? Hit it wide on the far side. Side out back to the Hawks. 11-17. They trail by 6. Now Asia Price, the senior outside hitter. The lefty will drop back to serve for the Hawks, trailing here. Serves it across. Miller. Pitt-Ketley will send it far side. Stengel to swing. Cross court. Wide here on the near side. Hitting here on Georgetown. The lead down to 5. 12-17. And Price will serve again for the Hawks. Flat-footed serve for Price this time. That's long and out. Service error number 2 of the set. 4th of the match for the Hawks. And an 18-12 lead for Georgetown here in set 2. Amory Anderson will drop back to serve on the libero rotation that sends Pitt-Ketley off the floor. Macy Gates back on the front row for Georgetown. Amory Anderson, middle of the back row, sends it deep. Price, Roberson, back row attack for Thompson, off the block, dug by Miller. Albright will set far side. Stengel, her swing. A kill! McKenna Stengel. Good swing there by Stengel. Off the block and down for the Eagles. 19-12. They lead by 7. Amory Anderson to serve again. Middle of the back row. Tosses it up. Serves across. Robbins. Roberson near set in the middle. Chinwindu. Good read there by Miller. It'll be set up for Vett. Her shot is a kill. It's misplayed by Asia Price. And the Eagles lead by 8, 20-12. That's their largest lead of the set. And that'll draw timeout number 2 from head coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with them. Lady Eagles lead by 8 here in set 2. Live on the SHN Sports YouTube channel. Stay with us. Timeout, the second of the set for Coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson. And Anderson will serve again for the Lady Eagles, up by 8. Roberson will set it far side. The swing, dug by Vett. Albright will set it up. Stengel into the block, kept alive by Gates. Tied at the net, and there's the battle won by Amelia Albright. Tied at the net. She's doing it all tonight. The battle with Chinwindu. And now the largest lead of the night moves to 9 for the Lady Eagles, 21-12. Amory Anderson, the service run continues. Serves it across. Price tight at the net. Roberson tips it over. Scramble here. Free ball sent over by the Eagles. Bynum. Roberson. Chinwindu into the net. Miss hit there. Mistimed on the set from Roberson to Chinwindu. And the Eagle lead grows to 10 now. 22-12. Georgetown leads it. And Amory Anderson on a run here for the Eagles behind the service line. Price, Roberson, back row attack for Thompson. Miller, Albright, quick set, Gates, and it's long and out. Side out, back to the Hawks, 13-22, they trail by 9. Kaylee Hughes on, Bynum off. Hughes back to serve for the Hawks. Amory Anderson will come off, Jordan Pitt-Ketley libero back on after a nice service run there by Amory Anderson, the junior. Pitt-Ketley receives serve. Albright turns and smashes the second touch into the block and down for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. 23-13. Back to serve goes Amelia Albright for the Eagles. Leading by 10 here in the second set. Cross court. Tied at the net for Roberson. Will set it up. Chinwindu tips it over. Vet off the block with a dig. Albright will set it up. Stengel tips it over, but right into the block of Chinwindu and Roberson. And a side out back to the Hawks. 14-23. They trail by 9. Georgetown, the one-set lead, 25-19. They took set 1. Lead it by 9 here in the second set, trying to close it out, make it a 2-set lead. Robbins to serve. Miller, Albright dumps the second ball over. And a lift called on Thompson. She took the two-handed throw set. So the up ref called it immediately. There was no hesitation on that one. And a side out back to Georgetown, 24-14. Roberson called over by the up ref to explain the call. And so Roberson will go over and talk to head coach Spencer Bailey. But the thing is, and the lift call came off of what looked like the fact that it was two hands that caught it and threw it down. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't a block. It was catch it and throw it back down. She called the lift, and it is her call there. And they stick with it. 24-14, Georgetown by 10. McDougal to serve for the set. Cross court. Price, Roberson, near side Thompson off the block. And McDougal got one hand on it, but unable to get the ball in the air. And it's a side out back to the Hawks. So now they'll have to go on a service run here to keep the set alive. The next side out gives Georgetown set number 2 and a 2-set lead, 2-0. Kendall Roberson, the senior setter, back to serve for the Hawks, moves to the far side of the floor. Jump serve from Roberson, deep and out. And both sets now have ended on a service error by the Hawks. Third of the set, fifth of the match, and Georgetown wins it 25-15. Quick timeout. Lady Eagle Volleyball comes back for set 3 in a moment. Stay with us.
Yeah. I'm the big homie, for those of y'all that don't know me. One and only, name another rapper, this Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic to Ricky Bobby, shaking bake Brody. Pin rolling, never sleep, I just keep going. Hit my peak now, I just started like my name Tommy. Had a vision, this was destined for my life story. Bible by my side, I keep it like a gun on me. War ready, and we ain't afraid to get bloody. Told me I should quit my day job, that's funny. Hate will always elevate me, I'ma keep showing. Out and selling, record spinning, it ain't never slowing. Take the stakes, take the crown, I don't need it, got the sound. I'ma be the king forever, even when they count me.
Looking for a church where real life meets real hope? At City View Bible, we're all about helping you grow, whether that's in your faith, your marriage, or your healing journey. Ministry for every stage, recovery groups, marriage support, kids and students, solid Bible teaching, everything for every walk of life that you can imagine. And community is a plus. Join us this Sunday in Round Rock. See what it's all about. 8, 9:45, and 11:30. Check us out, cityviewbible.org. cityviewbible.org.
I'ma need that money coming in advance. I play with God's hand. You ain't never stood a chance. Take over your playlist, I'm that dude. Set the mood. No, I've always been on top. I play it cool, nothing new. They said I should flex and then bring in the juice. School the rules. Came and stuck up the game and we running fools. On the loose, I'm the big homie. For those of y'all that don't know me, one and only, name another rapper. This it's Cody. Can't show me these down bad rap phonies. Take a pic, then Ricky Bobby shaking. I can't translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her. Music made it my home, and now we up like, look how far we have grown. Yeah, I can't translate it on my own. Don't worry, I don't need Rosetta Stone. I finally found her.
Back for set number 3. Georgetown, the 2-set lead. Will open up the serve on the right side of the court. Same teams on the court. Same players on the court for the Lady Eagles. Served by Miller. Price, Roberson set far side. The attack tipped over. Vet, Albright near side Stengel. Little roll shot. Roberson the dig. Robbins tacks it over. Stengel off the block to Albright. Back set Miller. The attack. Miller time! She hung as long as she could and got the swing. And Georgetown leads it 1-0. Off the swing for Mallory Miller. Chinwindu on the floor with Roberson. Number 10, Zoe Westbrook, the freshman on the floor for the Hawks. The service error by Mallory Miller. First of the set, only the second of the match for the Lady Eagles. 5 so far in the match for the Hawks. And that'll send Asia Price back to serve for the Hawks. The lefty will move into the free throw lane area. Flat-footed serve by the lefty across. Miller. Albright sets near side Stengel. Her attack and a kill off the touch of Thompson and out. Eagles lead at 2-1 on the side out.
Anderson to serve.
Awesome raffle here tonight for the Dig Pink night. Raise money. Overpass and a great job. Macy Gates patrols the net there. Roberson had no option but to tip over the second touch, but Macy Gates was waiting and blocked it back down. 3-1. Georgetown by 2. Amory Anderson serves for the Lady Eagles. And a miss hit there by the freshman Westbrook into the net. The Lady Eagles lead by 3, 4-1. Here in set number 3, 25-19, 25-15. Georgetown leads it by 2 sets as Amory Anderson serves here with a 3-point lead. Price, Roberson will run it down, and a free ball tipped over there by Westbrook. Albright will set near side Stengel, cross court, and a kill off of Westbrook. Nice swing. Stengel loves that cross court 10-foot shot. And a big one there, another kill. And the lead up to 4, 5-1. Anderson serve, deep middle, Robbins. Roberson runs it down, far side, Thompson. Free ball punched over, Stengel. Albright sets it up. What a cross-court shot by Miller, good read. Chinwindu will tip it back down, and a side out. Good read there on the overpass. And the Hawks get the point, 2-5, they trail by 3. Hughes on, Westbrook off for the Hawks. Hughes will drop back to serve. Serve across, Pitketley, Albright, quick set, Gates into the block of Chinwindu and Roberson. 3-5, the Hawks trail by 2. Construction Specialist Central Texas brings you every set of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball as we're here at set number 3. Served by Hughes. And an ace. It dropped out of the air. What a beautiful serve. And Coach Jenny Richardson thought she was approaching the down ref to call her timeout. She's going to let it ride. 4-point lead has been cut to 1 now. 4-5. The Hawks trail by 1. Hughes to serve again. Floats it again. Miller. Albright, and a tip over. Tries to backside it, but it goes wide on the far side, and we're tied up 5-5. Hawks have gone on a 4-point run. They even it back up. It was 5-1. Served by Hughes. Miller. Albright will set it up near side. Stengel off the block. Chinwindu. Robbins, far side Thompson to swing into the block, and Albright a miss hit. Try to make a play there, and the Hawks take their first lead 6-5, and that will draw the timeout from head coach Jenny Richardson. Lady Eagle Volleyball will continue in a moment here in set number 3 on the SHN Sports YouTube Network. Stay with us.
Royalty, put blame on me. Hate my trends. Word up OG, watch how you talking your tone. What I be on, you cannot make me a clone. You already know T versus T.
Timeout. Hughes continues her serve. Miller, Piquetley runs it down. Albright will send over the free ball. The Hawks will set it up. Robertson will set far side. Thompson off balance, sends it across. Piquetley, Albright, back row attack for Miller. And a big swing and a kill. Miller, time, baby. Good swing there. Hughes going to her left, unable to get over in time, and they're tied up on the side out, 6-6. So the Eagles stop the run on the timeout by Coach Richardson. And Amelia Albright will drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles. Serve off the net. Price, far side Thompson, and a big kill there for Ava Marie Thompson. The big swing and a side out back to the Hawks. 7-6, they lead by 1. Chinwindu off, Derdarian back on. Libero Robbins back to serve for the Hawks with a 1-point lead here in set 3. Stengel, Albright, back row, Miller, the big swing, and a kill. Miller time! Off of Hughes again, and it's a tie score. Side out back to Georgetown, 7-7. Kendall McDougal will sub in for McKenna Stengel and drop back to serve for the Lady Eagles, the junior defensive specialist. Dougal serve, deep corner, Price. Roberson runs it down, Thompson the attack, and it's out. Side out back to the Eagles, 8-7. Georgetown leads by 1 now. Kendall to serve, moves the near side of the free throw lane, sends it far corner, Price. Roberson back in the middle of the back row, sets it up for Hughes, dug by Albright. Piquetley will send it near side to Miller. Off the block, dug by Robbins. Roberson will set far side Thompson into the block and down for the kill. And a side out back to the Hawks. 8-8 your score here in set 3. Georgetown the 2-set lead, 25-19, 25-15. And the Hawks and Eagles tied up here in set number 3, 8-8. Kendall Roberson, the senior for the Hawks, ready to serve from the near side. Piquetley tied at the net, kept alive, and a punched over there by Miller. Second, a free ball sent over by Roberson. Miller sends a free ball back to the Hawks. Roberson will set it up. The attack, Thompson blocked at the net. Vet has it. Albright near side to Miller. Flat-footed attack, off the block, and a kill. Miller just swinging well here. 9-8, Georgetown by 1 on the side out. Romero rotation. Piquetley back to serve. Amory Anderson on. Macy Gates rotates off. Serve from Piquetley. Scramble here, and a free ball sent over by Price. McDougal, Albright dumps the second ball over. Robbins with the dig. Roberson far side, Thompson cross court, dug by Miller. Albright back to Miller. Her shot, a nice one, but Roberson has the dig. Thompson sends a free ball over. Miller, Albright back to Miller. The swing, nope, the tip. Roberson the dig. Robbins will set far side, Thompson the tip over off the block. Albright the touch. Piquetley will give a back row attack to Albright, and it's long and out. Side out back to the Hawks. 9-9 your score. Nice point back and forth it went. Back in comes Westbrook for the Hawks, the freshman, Zoe Westbrook. Serve from Thompson. McDougal, Albright, near side Miller, and a kill. Miller time. Love it every time. Gets the set, swinging well. Go right back to her. And Now Taylor Vett back to serve on the side out. 10-9, Georgetown by 1. Flat-footed serve by Vett. Far corner, Westbrook. Roberson set near side. Tip over there by Asia Price. And found the 10-foot line for the kill. Side out, back to the Hawks, 10-10. Robbins off, back to serve goes Derdarian. Chinwindu back on the front row for the Hawks. Derdarian from the far side, jump serve. McDougal, Albright. McDougal will send the attack off the tape of the net, dug by the Hawks. Set for Chinwindu. She'll tip it over. And a point to the Hawks. They've taken the lead back by 1, 11-10. Derdarian to serve again for the Hawks. Cross court, Miller. Pitketley, near side to Miller. Her swing. Well, there was a tip of the net. It goes just long on the backside. And the Hawks grow the lead to 2, 12-10. The largest lead they've had all night of 2. McDougal, Albright, set near side. Miller, roll shot dug by Derdarian. Scramble here. Thompson from the back row. Blocked at the net. Amory Anderson. Good block of the back row attack by Thompson. As she had to send it low over the net. Amory Anderson blocks it down. Side out back to Georgetown. Stengel back on the front row. McDougal comes off. Mallory Miller back to serve for the Eagles. Trailing by 1, 11-12. Miller serve. Near side, Price. Roberson sets far side, Westbrook. The attack and the kill for the freshman, Zoe Westbrook. And they lead by 2, 13-11. The Hawks match their largest lead of the match. Only 2 here in this set. Serve, Albright, Stengel, the attack, and a block at the net by Chinwindu. And they lead by 3, 14-11. The Hawks led their biggest lead in set 1 was 1. Their biggest lead in set 2 was 1. Now it's a 3-point lead, 14-11. Price is flat-footed, left-handed serve. Miller, Albright, sets it up. Miller, back roll shot. Robbins the dig. Roberson, double, sends it across, and it's spun like a top. Double violation. Gives the ball back over to Georgetown. Can't be a double on your side of the net, but it sure can going across the net. Serving is Amory Anderson. Down by 2, Robbins. Roberson, near side Westbrook. Into the block, kept alive by Albright. Tied at the net, Chinwindu. That's 4. There it went. I was going to say, had to be 4 at some point. Chinwindu tried to block it back down, and she hit it into the net. It was a scramble for the Hawks. Point to Georgetown. 13-14. Georgetown trails by 1. Anderson to serve again. Into the net it goes. First service error, second service error of the set. Third of the night for Georgetown. Side out back to the Hawks. 15-13. They lead by 2. Kaylee Hughes subs back in to serve for Westbrook for the Hawks. Hughes from the near side of the back row. Tosses it up. Serve. Floats it. Pitketley. Albright will set it back row to Miller. Her attack dug by Robbins. Roberson, far side Thompson. Her shot dug by Miller. Free ball sent over by Gates. Good scramble to keep it alive. Second ball dot by Roberson. No one ready for the second touch by Roberson. The lead back to 3 for the Hawks, 16-13. Still not sure. That was like Chinwindu's block back down was just like the first one called by Thompson in the last set. No violation this time. Pitketley, Albright, near side Stengel, and a kill. McKenna Stengel changes it up. She went down the near line and puts it in the corner for the kill. Side out back to Georgetown. Roberson and Chinwindu went up for the double block to go center. Good read by Stengel to go down the near line. Served by Albright. Scramble here. Roberson sets it up. Chinwindu into the net. She won't swing. She just wants to catch it and throw it. And so it caught up with her there. Way off the net. Into the net it went. Georgetown trails by 1, 15-16. Timeout by Latricia Spencer-Bailey of Hendrickson. We'll take it with them. Eagle Volleyball will continue in just a moment. Pedreros Western Wear 4809. Williams Drive, proud sponsor of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball and the First Responder Broadcast Team. They are your title sponsor, making it all possible free of charge here on the SHN Sports YouTube channel, alongside the Lady Eagle Volleyball Booster Club. And you can't thank them all the time. You can't thank them all not enough. City View Bible, proud sponsor, getting involved to support student athletes in the area. And then Construction Specialists of Central Texas. They are the proud set sponsors of Georgetown Eagle Volleyball here, brought to you by First Responder Broadcasting. John and Lynn Krogh, Rachel and Jeremy McDougall, the owners and proud supporters of Georgetown Athletics. Coming out of the timeout by Coach Spencer Bailey of Hendrickson. 15-16, Georgetown trails by 1 here in the third set with a 2-0 set lead. Amelia Albright to serve again for the Lady Eagles. Deep corner and then ace off the hands of Hughes, and they tied it back up 16-16. Now you'd love to see them go on a run and try to close this one out in 3 tonight. Next action for your Lady Eagles will be Friday night at Weiss. 6:30, they'll go against the Weiss Wolves. Served by Albright. Roberson dumps the second ball. The Eagles ready this time. Albright dumps her second ball. A scramble and a free ball sent over by Thompson. Stengel, Albright, near side Stengel, her attack. Blocked at the net, scramble there, and unable to get it over the net are the Eagles. Side out back to the Hawks, 17-16. They lead by 1. Back to serve goes the libero Robbins as Chinwindu comes off. Dardarian back on the front row for Hendrickson. Deep corner, Pitt Kethley up to Albright, set near side Stengel. Her attack dug by Robbins. Far side to Thompson, off the block, dug by Pitt Kethley. Albright will set it up for Stengel. Little roll shot, dug by Price. Roberson dumps it over, but it's blocked by Gates. Scramble again, Roberson's attack. Dug by Albright, sent over. Roberson again, quick set, tipped by Dardarian, and a pancake. Nice ball tossed over by Stengel. The attack by Thompson blocked at the net, and the Hawks get the point. Coach Latricia Spencer Bailey arguing with the up ref. Surprised the card hasn't come out. It was close. Out of the left pocket of the up ref. She had it ready. Holsters it back in the pocket. 18-16, Hawks by 2. Served by Robbins. Stengel, Albright. Stengel send the free ball over deep to Hughes. Roberson will set it up. Price, the lefty, dug by Albright. Pitt Kethley will set it up to Albright. Little roll shot and a good one. Took something off it. Dardarian on the way back down. Couldn't get much on it. And a kill for Albright. And a side out back to Georgetown. Kendall McDougall subs back in for McKenna Stengel. She'll drop back to serve. Eagles trail by 1. 17-18 here in set number 3. McDougall served deep. Price up to Roberson. Dumps the second ball over for the kill. Kendall Roberson, the senior, taking over, making a lot more decisions to go with a second touch attack. And it's effective again. Side out back to the Hawks. 19-17. They lead by 2. Roberson to serve. From the near side. Serve across the way. Pitt Kethley. Albright, near side Miller, the big swing, and the kill. Miller time! Off of Roberson to the back wall. Side out back to Georgetown. 18-19. Georgetown trails by 1. Libero rotation sends Amory Anderson back to the front row. Macy Gates will rotate off. And the libero, Jordan Pitt Kethley, to serve, down by 1 for Georgetown. Robbins, Roberson, back set, Thompson, cross court, and it is long and out. Tie score, 19-19. One of the best servers on the team, back behind the service line. Pitt Kethley drops it in there. Scramble here, and a free ball by Robbins sent over. The Eagles will have a free shot here. Anderson, back row attack for McDougall. A shot dug by Robbins. Roberson, far side. Thompson, the tip off the block, kept alive. Albright near side. Miller off the block. The dig by Hughes. Roberson, far side to Thompson. The swing, dig by Pitt Kethley. Into the banners. Albright has it. Back to Miller. Roll shot. Kill! Miller time! What a read by Mallory Miller. Read the double block. They come back down and drops it just at the 10-foot line. And Georgetown takes their first lead back in a while, 20-19. What a read by Mallory Miller. Pitketley from the near side, jump serve, cross court, Hughes. Roberson set far side. Asia Price off the block, dug by Albright. Pitketley far side. Vett, the swing, the kill. Taylor Vett down the far line off of a touch by Robbins, and then Hughes out of play. And Georgetown leads by, should be by 2, right? 21-19. And now Coach Latricia Spencer Bailey will take her second time out of the set. We'll take it with them. 21-19, Georgetown leads it here in set 3. Lady Eagle Volleyball continues in just a moment. Live here at Georgetown High School. The Lady Eagles have a 2-point lead, 21-19 here in the third set. Pitketley to serve. Sends it across. Hughes. Roberson will have to run it down. Thompson back row attack. Dug by McDougal. Up to Albright. Back set. Vett. The swing. Oh! Baby! Taylor Vett drops the hammer. What a swing there by the 5'9" junior outside hitter, Taylor Vett. And the Eagles lead by 3, 22-19. Pitketley to serve again. Hughes up to Roberson. Quick set, Derdarian and the kill. Nice set and kill for Derdarian and the Hawks. Side out back to Hendrickson, 20-22. They trail by 2. Hughes out. Zoe Westbrook, the freshman, back onto the front row for the Hawks. Back to serve goes Thompson. Answer a big kill with one of your own. Thompson serve into the net. Service error, number 1 in the third set, and a big one. Georgetown now 2 points away from a 3-set sweep. That's the 6th service error of the night for the Hawks. Taylor Vett back to serve for Georgetown, leading 23-20. Flat-footed serve. Robbins up to Derdarian. Quick set. Red. Tipped over by Albright. Scramble here. Robbins sets it up. Westbrook into the block, and it's down. What a block in the net. Albright, Anderson there. And we're at set and match point. 24-20. Vett to serve for the set and the match. Flat-footed serve. Robbins. Roberson will set it to Thompson. Her attack dug by Vett. Albright dumps the second ball down. Kill! Ball game! Amelia Albright read it, dumped it down off Robbins, and the Eagles sweep it 3-0 over the Hawks of Hendrickson. 25-19, 25-15, 25-20. Georgetown improves to 27-11 on the season, 10-0 in district play. The Hawks fall to 15-23 overall and 5-4 in district play. Thanks for joining us tonight live here on Dig Pink Night. The Lady Eagles sweep the Hawks 3-0 to stay undefeated in district play. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock, Camp Brightside. Come see us. It's the Eagle Nation Coaches Show. And then Friday night, we'll be at Perkle Field to take on the Eastview Patriots in a battle like none other. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, it doesn't cost you a dime to be kind. Have a good night, everybody.